And welcome back to Stories from the Valley. Last time we were exploring Google's journey.
Yeah.
But today we're going to focus on another tech giant that's really kind of gone all in on the future.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about Facebook, or I guess we should say Meta now.
Right. The whole Meta rebrand. Yeah, it was pretty dramatic.
It really was in 2021. I mean, they didn't just change their logo. There was a whole new company direction.
Yeah, they basically said, we're not just Facebook anymore.
Right.
We are building the Metaverse.
Okay. But was anyone asking for that?
That's a good question.
Like, did people actually want to hang out with legless avatars in a virtual world?
I mean, that was the big question, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like, is this something people actually want, or is this just, a tech company trying to push the next big thing?
Yeah. Were people getting tired of liking posts and sharing videos?
Well, their argument was that the old way of social media was getting stale.
Okay.
They saw the metaverse as the natural next step, a 3D world where you could actually do things, not just scroll and react.
So it's not just a digital hangout spot.
Right.
It's like they're trying to recreate everything.
Exactly.
But virtually.
Yeah. Concerts, shopping malls, offices, healthcare.
Wow.
They want to bring all of that into this virtual space.
That's ambitious.
It is. And they'd already taken a big step in that direction back in 2014 when they bought Oculus.
Right. The VR headsets. I remember when those came out, I thought it was just for gaming.
Yeah. A lot of people did.
So how do they go from that to like Mark Zuckerberg talking about the future of work in a virtual suit?
Well, you have to remember, Facebook was facing a lot of challenges back then. Privacy scandals, concerns about user data, and the sense that the platform was becoming less about connecting with friends and more about, well, let's just say the algorithm wasn't always showing you the best stuff.
Yeah, I think we've all experienced that feeling of seeing more ads than posts from our friends.
Exactly.
It's like, what happened to just seeing what my friends are up to?
Right. And so the metaverse was partly an attempt to escape that baggage and offer something fresh.
Okay.
Something with a sense of possibility.
A clean slate, almost.
Yeah, kind of.
But to convince billions of people to strap on a headset and basically live a second life online, that's a tough sell.
It was, and it still is. And remember, they were pouring billions of dollars into this, developing the technology, the software, the whole ecosystem. I mean, this wasn't just a side project.
No.
This was their big bet on the future.
So is it paying off?
Well, that's where things get interesting, and that's what we'll dig into next time. But before we get there, there's one more piece of the puzzle we need to talk about.
Okay.
AI.
All right, so the role of AI in all this.
Exactly. It's huge.
Okay, well, let's take a quick break, and we'll come back and unpack that.
Welcome back. So last time we were talking about Facebook's big metaverse plans.
Yeah, and how they're trying to convince, billions of people to join this virtual world.
Right. It's a huge undertaking.
It is, and it makes you wonder about AI's role in all of this. We touched on it briefly, but it seems like AI is pretty crucial here.
Oh, absolutely. AI is essential to making the metaverse work.
So how does it actually work? What does AI do in the metaverse?
Well, think about it. You're in this virtual world, and everything needs to feel real, right?
Yeah.
The way objects move, the sounds, even how characters interact.
Right.
That's all powered by AI.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, we're talking complex algorithms that can simulate physics, render realistic graphics.
So it's more than just coding a pretty world.
Exactly. It has to react and respond in a way that feels natural.
I got it.
Okay, let's say you're walking through a virtual forest in Horizon Worlds. The leaves rustle as you pass by.
Okay.
Sunlight filters through the trees, you hear birds chirping, all that detail, and realism is driven by AI.
That's pretty cool. But it still feels kind of like window dressing. Is there more to AI than just making things look and sound nice?
Definitely, AI can do so much more. Imagine you encounter an AI-powered character in this world, not just a basic NPC, but an intelligent agent that can hold a conversation, understand your questions, even offer advice or guidance.
So like a virtual tour guide or even a friend to hang out with.
Exactly. AI has the potential to make the metaverse more than just an escape from reality.
Right.
It could be a place where we learn, connect, and grow in completely new ways.
Okay, I'm starting to see the bigger picture here, but what about the other tech involved? We've got VR headsets, obviously, and then there's blockchain. Wasn't that a big part of Meta's vision?
Blockchain is key, especially for their idea of a decentralized digital economy.
Okay, remind me how that works again.
So the idea is that people will be buying and selling virtual goods and services.
Like clothes for your avatar or virtual real estate.
Exactly. And blockchain provides a secure way to track ownership and manage those transactions.
So it's like a digital deed for your virtual mansion.
Right. And it's all happening on this tamper-proof ledger.
That's pretty cool. And people can earn cryptocurrency too, right?
Yeah, by creating content designing experiences or just participating in the metaverse economy.
Wow. So we've got AI, VR, blockchain, all these moving pieces. But can the internet even handle all of this?
That's a big question. The metaverse is going to demand a level of connectivity and processing power we've never seen before.
Like millions of people all interacting at the same time.
Exactly, generating massive amounts of data.
So we're talking potential lag glitches, maybe even system crashes.
It's a possibility, which is why companies like Meta are investing heavily in upgrading internet infrastructure.
5G, fiber optic networks, that kind of thing.
Yeah, and even more advanced solutions that are still being developed.
It sounds like we're on the verge of a tech revolution.
Absolutely, and the metaverse is pushing things forward at an incredible pace.
But those advancements won't just stay in the metaverse, will they?
No, they'll impact everything from gaming to healthcare to education.
Wow. So regardless of whether Meta's vision fully comes true, they've already set off a wave of innovation.
Yeah, that's a key takeaway. The metaverse represents a fundamental shift in how we think about the internet and digital interaction.
It's exciting, but also a little overwhelming.
I get that we're basically standing at the edge of this uncharted territory.
Exactly, and we have no idea what we'll find there.
But that's what makes it so fascinating. The metaverse is an invitation to explore, to create, and to redefine what's possible.
It's a chance to build a new world together.
And that's what we'll delve into in the next part.
Welcome back to Stories from the Valley. So last time we were discussing how the metaverse could totally change the internet as we know it.
It really does feel like we're at a turning point.
You mentioned before that the metaverse could transform how we workshop, learn pretty much everything.
Right. It's got the potential to be really disruptive.
But it also makes you think about things like identity privacy, even what's real and what's not.
Absolutely. Those are huge questions.
Like in a world where anyone can be anyone, how do you even know who you're interacting with?
Yeah, that's a big challenge. And what happens when virtual harassment spills over into real life?
Exactly. And how do you stop the spread of misinformation in a place where it's hard to tell what's true and what's fake?
These are all really important issues, and there aren't any easy solutions.
Yeah.
But one thing's for sure, the metaverse is making us rethink our social norms and laws.
It feels like we're entering a whole new digital Wild West. But this time it's in 3D.
It's exciting and a little scary at the same time.
It is. But I guess it's important to remember that the metaverse is still in its early stages.
Yeah, it's still evolving.
So we have a chance to shape how it develops to make sure it reflects our values.
That's crucial. We need to make sure it benefits everyone, not just a select few.
So how do we do that? How do we make sure the metaverse becomes a force for good?
Well, it starts with conversations like this one, raising awareness about the potential benefits and risks.
Right, so people understand what's at stake.
Exactly. We need to get policymakers, educators, and everyday users involved and foster a sense of shared responsibility.
Because it's not just about the tech, it's about how we use it.
Right. It's about the rules we create and the values we embed in this new digital world.
I think there's reason to be optimistic, though.
Me too. The metaverse has the potential to connect people in ways we never thought possible.
Like imagine attending a virtual concert with people from all over the world.
Or collaborating on a project with someone on the other side of the planet.
The possibilities for connection and collaboration are limitless.
They really are. And don't forget about the potential for education and personal growth.
Right, like learning about history by walking through a virtual recreation of ancient Rome.
Or studying astronomy by exploring a 3D model of the solar system. The metaverse could completely change how we learn.
It feels like we're standing at a crossroads.
Yeah, the choices we make now will have a huge impact on the future of this digital world.
The metaverse is like a blank canvas, and it's up to us to decide what we paint on it.
It's a challenge and an amazing opportunity.
Well, that wraps up our deep dive into Meta's metaverse ambitions.
It's been a fascinating journey.
We've talked about everything from the rebranding to the ethical challenges, the technology, and the potential impact on society.
Hopefully this has given you a better understanding of the metaverse, why it matters, and what it might mean for the future.
But as you said, this is just the beginning of the conversation.
Keep exploring. Keep asking questions, and who knows, maybe we'll see you in the metaverse someday.
Thanks for joining us on Stories from the Valley.